During this season of Lent, we are having a series that we are calling Songs of Change. On Sundays, we are hearing about prophets' calls to change, helping us to remember the cycle of help that we always get from God, sometimes in a hard word coming through prophets' calls, but always calling us to change. And in these Wednesday evenings, we are looking at songs of change from, if not our direct generation, maybe just a little bit before us. And tonight we're talking about the song, "We Shall Overcome." So no one directly knows the exact reference from when this song completely came. It goes so far back to a time when slaves on the fields were singing together. They sang a hymn that was similar to this song. And yet there are others who've gotten credit and who've done copyright. And so we find that this song for civil rights is well known to most of us. So I don't know if you've ever had this experience, but maybe Greg, I know Greg maybe has had this experience, when you go hiking up in the mountains in Colorado or Montana or something with a bunch of kids, and they're like getting really tired, and so the camp counselor teaches you a little ditty. It's some little ditty that will keep the rhythm going, so it will keep them moving along, and it helps them to have some fun. It helps them to breathe better, and it helps them to keep walking. Has anybody experienced something like that, where a song will help you? Wait, I know some of you when you're walking the trails are listening, right? You're listening to, you have your own little set. You know how many songs you need, and this is how much you got to get through. I kind of think of the song of "We Shall Overcome" like that. It's a song that people said over and over and over to help them have hope that the end would be coming, that the end was near. The gospel that we chose to match this song for tonight is about that judge, the unjust judge, and the widow. You know, widows were around Jesus a lot. There are many stories of Jesus and widows. And so it makes sense that he would tell a parable with this widow who was looking for help. And the prophets, one of the very first calls from the prophets always was to stop ignoring and turning away the widow. But more than that, I see in this song of "We Shall Overcome" a message about prayer. It's a message that our gospel reading and parable told us about the persistence of prayer. The persistence of prayer was like that widow that just would never leave them alone. And I can imagine for generations of slaves in these United States singing songs that tried to call and remind them that there were change, and that those songs were a prayer for them. We shall overcome. We will all be free. This song has lived on for so long, but they continue to cry. We continue to see the civil rights movement was well after that black slavery song had been first sung. And it got repeated as Donna played the beautiful song for us and the poem at the prelude. Songs can become prayers. Songs can become so deep inside of us that they become a prayer. And that insistence or persistence can be the kind of longing that we offer up when we are asking for something over and over and over. Are there any other songs that are prayers for you? Anybody think of a song that's a prayer? Melvin, what is it? Amazing Grace? Mm-hmm. What were you going to say, Melvin? Amazing Grace? What a friend we have in Jesus?
We sang doxology before dinner this evening.
Oh, the doxology right at the start of the meal? Mm-hmm. That I like that camp song, Sanctuary. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Any others?
This is my Father's world.
This is my Father's world. Yeah. Beautiful Savior. How about I believe? It's not in the hymnal, but I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. You know what I mean? I think that's a prayer. There are beautiful songs that can touch our hearts. Sometimes they're melodies without any words, and they continue to touch our hearts as a prayer, as something that, like we just sang, is lifted up like incense. The song, We Shall Overcome, was a protest song, and yet I hear it more as a prayer. Each week there is a devotion that gets sent out. And as we were getting ready for this series, I happened to be driving home one evening and listening to the classical radio station, which is, I really need to listen to music that has no words in it when I'm in the car because I'm the worst driver in the world. Some of you know that. And it's very easy for me to get distracted. So if there's words in the songs, I will forget to turn. I'll just be singing along, going. So I listen to the classical station because most of the time there aren't any words. It's just music. And it's calming for my soul. But this night, they were getting ready to recognize February as Black History Month, and they had a choir that sang, We Shall Overcome. And we'd already put all this stuff together. And here I listened to this, and it was so incredible. It was so powerful. And I said, we've got to have the choir sing. We've got to have a choir sing. And then on Ash Wednesday, when we sang here, everybody sang that song so strongly that we went, yeah, no, we can't do that. We need to let everybody sing. We can't just listen to this song. We all want to sing. So in the devotion, if you got a chance to look at the devotion and get to click on that, I had this choir that we put, the Morehouse College Choir, singing We Shall Overcome. If you didn't get to listen to it, I commend that to you because it was really, truly beautiful and well done. It was in a speech from President Lyndon Johnson in 1965, where he said, "It is the effort of American Negroes to secure for themselves the full blessing of American life. Their cause must be our cause too, because it's not just Negroes, but really it's all of us who must overcome the crippling legacy of bigotry and injustice." This was 1965, and then he said, "And we shall overcome." We sing a song of protest.